Hey everybody, welcome to thetoolandieguy.com, and I am the Tool and Die Guy. My name is Phil Kerner, and this is a little video you're going to see on this page, which is called The Good Old Days. And I'm not one of those people that says back in the good old days, but manufacturing has really gone through it in the last 10 years, and if you've been around for a while, you know it has. Back in the good old days, which weren't that long ago, we took our apprenticeships very seriously. And when I was done with my four-year apprenticeship, of course, from the Department of Labor in Pennsylvania, I got a great, almost like a college certificate that I used to keep on the wall next to my wife's master's degree from Pepperdine. But I decided I was kind of making hers look bad, so I took it down. But I'm going to take you through a little story here that how incredibly important and seriously we took manufacturing back then, because it was a great job. And you're going to be a little bit surprised at a few things I'm going to share with you right now, so enjoy. So here we go. This is my apprenticeship back in the 1980s, and this is a book I've kept for 30 years, and this is the book they kept for me at Anson Tools and Gauges here in Erie. And as you can see, here are my rates that I would make for each 1,000 hours. An apprenticeship is 8,000 hours, 2,000 hours a year. That's 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. And they gave us our rates, so we always knew what we would make. And there we have it. I started at $3.80 an hour in 1980 in Anson Tools and Gauges. And at that time, when I would finish, the journeyman's rate was $7.55. Hard to believe, about 5 years later, 1985, can even believe it, I was making $65,000 a year as a tool and die maker. A little bit of overtime involved there, but what a great job. Another list that they kept track of for us was how much time we were supposed to spend on each machine to really get a good apprenticeship. And if you look here, we were supposed to spend so many hours in tool crib and maintenance, drilling, boring, milling machines, lathe, surface grinder, cutter grinder, bench work, polishing, EDM, and miscellaneous, which meant mowing the grass back then. But when we were all done, 3,000 hours of basic, 5,000 hours advanced, and that gave us our 8,000 hour apprenticeship. This is a list that I used for my own shops, and this is a great list of every tool that an apprentice should have, or a machinist. And it started up with up to 1,000 hours, which would be your first 6 months. And it listed the tools that you should have. And the first one was a toolbox, and then a 6-inch scale, and a 12-inch combination square, on and on. And you can see, has or has not, and checked by, the foreman would literally come out and check your box and date that he checked it. I don't know why these aren't filled out, because I always have my tools. I still have those tools. And you did not get your raise unless you had these tools. And it went all the way through 8,000 hours. And the tools I bought all those years ago, I still have all of them. This is a great list. I'm going to turn it into a PDF file. And if you're interested, let me know. Email me or contact me on the site, and I will send you a PDF of this list for apprentice tools or apprentice machinist tools. And finally, one of the beautiful things why Anson's had the greatest apprenticeship in Erie, Pennsylvania, they kept track of all our time. And under drilling and boring, they listed how many hours we were supposed to have basic and advanced, and then a secretary every week would write in the hours you had. And by the end of the 8-year apprenticeship, you can see these are all handwritten numbers. They would totally add up your numbers, so you got the experience you were supposed to have in each area of the shop. Anson's, I think, was probably one of the few places that took this seriously and made sure we got a great education. So I have this entire book on apprenticeship standards, and it was Anson's was lean before lean became a buzzword, and they ran that shop. It was a tight ship, and I'll have never regretted taking my apprenticeship there. So hope you enjoyed my little walk down memory lane here.